mistakes. It was the Indian captain Kapil Dev who won the toss and without any hesitation elected to field first.
In the air and safe over Ravishankar.
But that's stopping a little bit, I think. Obviously very well struck, but only just over mid-on.
No ball. It's very well bowled from the point of view of going past the outside edge. Beautifully picked up by Graham Gooch, one of his favourite strokes, and straight over square leg for 6. Glorious shot.
Well, anything round the legs in this one-day game, and that just drifting in, picked up beautifully there. Really didn't appear to hit that all that hard, but it went over the square leg ropes.
Didn't quite minute to go there, but he's got it away into the outfield, squarish point. MOHAMMAD AZHARUDDIN the fielder. 3-2 Graham Gooch, and a no ball as well called against the bowler Rajabini.
Graham Gooch trying to hit this straight over the bowler's head. A little bit of a thick outside edge.
6 to Graham Fowler. Gooch has the strike. He's made 21 and it's just starting to flow. Dev's just preparing to bowl from the Vauxhall end. Dev's been told that that is one bouncer, something he probably knew already. Gooch certainly did.
So I think initially Graham Gooch was going to hook this and then decided it got too high and wisely let it go.
Change in the bowler here. Kapil Dev, who was bowling from the Vauxhall end, has gone off. Chetan Sharma to come on now. Kapil Dev's figures 5 overs, 1 maiden and no wicket for 9.
Still finds a gap. Excellent piece of fielding by Rajabini at fine leg, running round to square, and got the ball back in the air quickly to the keeper. One more to Gooch, who moves on to 26. And plenty of Indian support as Chetan Sharma now prepares to bowl to Graham Fowler. Again, Graham Fowler, just edgy start to this return to international cricket. He'd like to be scoring just that shade quicker. Scored just 9 runs and we're in the 15th over. He wants one, but Graham Gooch sends him back. He'd gone quite a long way, in fact. Oh, well, off bat it looked. Sandy Patil, the first slip.
This very much looked like a chance. Graham Fowler outside the off stump, looking to play it through that area, but bouncing a bit, and Patil just getting the right finger ends to it. That must go down as a relatively straightforward slip chance.
Chetan Sharma now to bowl to Graham Fowler. Sped up. 50 up in 114 balls. In the air. Oops, second time, and it's out. Azharuddin. Exit Graham Gooch. It's a very fine sight as far as Indian supporters are concerned. Departure of Graham Gooch, caught by Azharuddin, bowled by Chetan Sharma for 30.
So the first real effort by England to force the pace. Gooch hitting Sharma in the air, straight to Azharuddin, behind square. The ball bounces out of his hands, but he's lucky, it's gone up, and he's gathered it the second time and hurls it high in the air with delight.
Mike Gatting. Bouncer intended, but a wide called.
Sharma seeing Gatting coming out without a helmet, trying to intimidate him with the bouncer, but very poorly directed indeed.
This is the time Fowler will have to try and break loose out there. He's done the right thing in smashing Maninder Singh away in front of square leg.
Yes, with the departure of Graham Gooch, the onus is now on Graham Fowler to take the initiative to give Mike Gatting a chance to get settled in. And the over rate is getting slowed down quite a bit with the right and left-hander in. A lot of field changing by Kapil Dev. But it's now his vice-captain, Ravi Shastri, coming into the attack.
Unlucky can you be? Fowler has run out after a mid-wicket collision with Mike Gatting. It can only have been that one of them wasn't watching where he was going. Second wicket down for England. That's cruel luck for Graham Fowler, who was just starting to try and cut loose. This is what brings David Gower out to the centre. The cut, the misfield by Maninder Singh. Gatting has said, look for a second. Now. Wow. And there's another one. So, first cherry, David Gower is down. The skipper Kapil Dev catches him. Ravi Shastri has been bowling this over whilst 2 wickets have fallen. And what a disaster.
Well, this is quite remarkable. Just a casual push forward, not to the pitch of the ball. May have stopped a little, but he chipped it straight into Kapil Dev.
Alan Lamb was the new batsman. He'd have had a bit of a hustle on in the dressing room. run out, and then the catch at shortish mid-wicket. Roars from the Indian supporters in the background, and why not? They have England 67 for 3. 2 batsmen out from successive deliveries, and Ravi Shastri has shown the bowling change to be well worthwhile. 1 over, no maiden, 1 for 4. So another look at that run out. Graham Fowler played the shot. Gatting is on the left of your picture because Shastri's bowling over the wicket. Now Fowler has actually run outside Gatting, and I think he should stay outside Gatting. Gatting was coming back in a perfectly straight line, as indeed he'd gone down. But Fowler has come outside him and then tried to go inside him. A little bit of bounce there for Maninder Singh. And suddenly there's a lot of tension around this ground. England losing 3 quick wickets. Very well bowled. Lovely piece of left arm spinning there. The ball drifting from about middle to leg stump and then spinning back to find the leading edge. And Alan Lamb has gone. No bad luck about that. That was a delightful piece of bowling.
See the way Alan Lamb's playing towards mid-on, mid-wicket. The turn of that bat, outside edge, and well picked up there at short extra cover.
We're down to the all-rounders now. Derek Pringle.
Well, I don't know what's going on out there. Just what they'd need is another run out. You know, there was never a single there. And the Indians as keen as mustard at the moment. They really feel they've got a grip on this game.
Beautifully bowled. That's the contrast for the left-arm spinner. That one drifted in the air and then kept going. It produced a very hurried stroke from Derek Pringle, who was waiting for it to spin. Was almost beaten by the zipping top spinner.
Oh, that's a fine shot. Beautifully placed.
Derek Pringle eventually breaking loose here, making full use of that 6'5" of height and smashing Maninder through the extra cover area.
Applause for the end of Maninder Singh's spell of 11 overs, 1 for 31. And cheers also for the England 100 up. In the air and out. Kapil Dev, the fielder at extra cover. Another victim for Ravi Shastri.
And this Indian bowling claiming another wicket. It's been extremely tight and effective today. Gatting coming down the wicket using his feet, looking to hit the ball through the offside. But today the ball's been magnetised to Kapil Dev, taking his third excellent catch. Thoroughly professional performance by this Indian outfit. There's their leader, Kapil Dev, who's coming back into the attack from the pavilion end. He's handled his bowlers superbly today and been backed up magnificently by his fielders.
So it's Kapil Dev to Downton. Another fine stop, or half stop. Mohammed Azharuddin was the fielder at point.
Confident off the mark stroke by Downton, but a magnificent stop by Azharuddin.
Shastri to Pringle. And Ravi Shastri retreats the outfield 11 overs, 2 for 25, first-class performance.
So Kapil Dev now has to juggle his seam bowlers around. He's taken himself out of the attack and brought on Roger Binney from the pavilion end. He has himself, Binney and Chetan Sharma to complete these 55 overs.
That's out. Azharuddin, backward point.
Downton just looking to play this one gently behind spare on the offside, but straight to Azharuddin, just behind point. Richard Ellison played several very brave innings in the West Indies during the winter.
Gavaskar, hesitation, good throw. And somehow Ellison and Pringle survive.
England have been in all sorts of tangles with their running today. We saw Gatting and Fowler colliding, and if Gavaskar's throw there had been on target, Pringle would have gone as well.
Plenty of singles around. I suspect Kapil Dev won't be too worried about that. He's kept the boundaries down. Here's Roger Binney. Richard Ellison is taking straight. Great catch. They've done nothing wrong at all today, India. And Roger Binney's catch there to get rid of Richard Ellison has just put the seal on it. Richard Ellison out for 10. A magnificent piece of cricket again from one of the Indian players. This time Roger Binney.
Well, a full toss, and Richard Ellison got it a bit high on the bat. But my goodness, you can't do any better than that. Terrific catch.
Here's Kapil Dev now, and he's coming into bowl to John Embury. The England dressing room won't be a particularly happy place at the moment. There's no problems about that for Chetan Sharma nor for Mohammed Azharuddin. Another catch to him. And another wicket to Chetan Sharma and to India, and England slide further and further into trouble. This is a most impressive Indian performance. Ball might not have got up as much as Pringle expected. Certainly I think it got onto him quicker than he thought it would. He seemed to be very, very late with the stroke. It's away over extra cover. Maninder Singh is the fielder. That's the two for John Embry, and well fielded and thrown. And through blind, he was off balance, and still it rocketed in to Chetan Sharma, right alongside the stumps. Graham Dilley back in the England side. By signalled, and that brings up the 150 for England. Chetan Sharma is the bowler now from the pavilion end, the members' end here at the Oval. And there's another one, 9 down now for 151. Dilley goes out for 6. Caught by Chandrakant Pandit, the wicket-keeper of Chetan Sharma. And Chetan Sharma now has 3 wickets.
And predictably, Graham Dilley trying to get on with it. Head up in the air and a nice little outside edge straight into Pandit's gloves.
Kapildev the bowler, and it's John Embry to take straight. Sandeep Patil is the fielder. That's well over his head. That's a great hit from John Embry. It's landed just inside the boundary. So beautifully struck.
Marvellous shot this, giving himself a bit of room, picking it up high over extra cover.
He's gone again. Again, only just inside the boundary. 4 more very valuable runs in this final over. You wouldn't actually say that Les Taylor has been overburdened with runs this summer. He's only played the 1 innings. That was yesterday, 1 not out. And he's run out off the last ball. So the single they tried to take on the way through to the keeper was to no avail. The score stays at 162. England all out.
And so often in these games, 1 run can make all the difference, and John Embry quite rightly trying to take it. But the keeper, very alert, took careful aim, and John Embry run out for 20.
So England, with a sound base of 54 for the first wicket, barely able to use up all their overs and unable to cut loose until that late flurry from Embry, from the shackles imposed by an Indian attack, illustrating the age-old virtues of length and line. 3 catches for the captain Kapildev, 3 for Azharuddin, a brilliant catch and bowl by Binny, some outstanding cricket, splendidly directed by the skipper. And they won't mind looking at their bowling figures, will they? Kapildev, no wicket, but he was as good as anybody, and the 2 spinners doing beautifully in these conditions. So India needed 163 to win this first Texaco match at just under 3 and over.
And that's gone. First ball. Great triumph for Graham Dilley. What a comeback into international cricket for Graham Dilley. Great sadness for Shrikant. But England are absolutely delighted.
Just in the right place by Graham Dilley. Shrikant not getting fully forward, and a big outside nick to Paul Downton, and great jubilation for England. Just the start they wanted. They'll really be thinking they can get back into the match now. Sonny Gavaskar to face.
Well, it's ambitious and just successful. Extraordinary stroke by Sunil Gavaskar. Just a chip shot in the end, no distance. Just managing to clear mid-on. Gavaskar off the mark, he's got 2. India 3 for the loss of 1 wicket. We're in the first over. Another wild shot by Gavaskar. And that looked really pacey from Graham Dilley.
Gavaskar's obviously learnt the Shrikant technique from batting at the other end to him. This may well be his last tour of England. Looks as though he's out to enjoy himself. Graham Dilley's new approach to the wicket. A lot more control there, into that delivery stride. The left shoulder not dropping as much as it used to, and the head very much more controlled.
Judging by Graham Dilley's reactions, that might well have been a catch. This big puff of dust as Sunil Gavaskar plays this. Well, that is a catch. And quite a dolly. AZHARUDDIN is the Indian number 3 batsman. Taylor now to bowl. That's a super shot. Wristy, well timed. It's the shot they play so well. Square on the onside. Just watch the bottom hand go into this one. Graham Fowler. Well up, middle and leg. Beautifully played. Yes, it's thank you very much, I'm afraid, if you bowl middle and leg to Sunil Gavaskar. Well fielded, Graham Fowler. 3 runs to Gavaskar. Well, they all look very happy at the moment, but they'll all know how quickly this game can change.
The England bowlers have no margin for error. Such a small total to defend. They've got to be bang on line and length.
Oh, that's a lovely shot. You could almost hear the timing. Very rich ring of the bat. 4 runs. Sunil Gavaskar.
Graham Dilley again straying in length, a bit too far up. And Gavaskar punishing him this time through mid-on.
Taylor to Azharuddin. Oh, that's beautifully driven. Straight down the ground. And both of these Indians now finding their true timing.
Almost a carbon copy of Gavaskar's shot. More weight on the front foot from Azharuddin.
That's another one. And you will not see that shot played any better by anyone in the world. Superb shot by Azharuddin.
That is the hallmark of Azharuddin. Very, very powerful on the onside. He just played the ball through mid-on, a couple of balls previously. This one he takes wider through the mid-wicket area. And he's beginning to look very dangerous indeed. So early problems for David Gower with this tiny total to defend. So he's had a word with Graham Dilley about his line and length. And he's coming in now to Gavaskar.
So Gavaskar tries the offside. He looks a bit like a boiled egg there, but he doesn't play like one. Pringle it is, who took 7 wickets for 46 against Yorkshire yesterday, so he has a man in form. Oh, there it goes again. Really is the best possible practice for these 2 Indian batsmen to bowl on middle and leg. And the 50 comes up of 70 balls.
Must have just been outside off stump. Only a whisker in it, I'd reckon.
This very much worth a shout. Gavaskar getting a bit tangled up, playing across his front pad. And Gavaskar very lucky to survive that shout. Richard Ellison taking over from Graham Dilley, his county colleague.
Once again, very little footwork there from Mohammad Azharuddin.
Well, that was quite remarkable. An absolute rush of blood by Sunil Gavaskar. And David Gower didn't pick it up in the background.
This is Richard Ellison. And that is Sunil Gavaskar. Glorious off drive. He's racing over the rope, and suddenly Gavaskar has broken loose from Pringle and Ellison, the 2 bowlers who have managed to keep India tied down. There's 4 more of them. 2 glorious strokes from Sunil Gavaskar, the little Indian master. A packed house here at the Oval.
This really is a cracking square cut. Over goes the back foot. Crash.
2.56 per over needed and 9 wickets in hand. Here's Pringle.
Little bit of good fortune here for AZHARUDDIN. It was a long hop outside the off stump. I think he's probably trying to hit it so hard.
Richard Ellison is about to bowl his 7th over. 6 overs, 1 maiden, no wicket for 18 he has at the moment.
And this must have been very close. It just moved a little bit off the seam, actually, after it had gone by the bat. A little bit unlucky not to get him out there.
Fine shot from Gavaskar. Once again races down the ground and over the rope.
This is the way to strike the straight drive. Foot to the pitch of the ball. Beautiful swing of the bat. Perfectly timed. He didn't have to hit it.
37 not out from 59 balls, Sunil Gavaskar. He's hit 5 great boundaries. Bouncer from Richard Ellison. Mohammed AZHARUDDIN has 40 against his name, 78 balls and 4 boundaries.
And for the first time, John Embry joins the attack. First time we've seen the England spinner. Difficult stumping chance this. It went through between his legs and no question it was a chance.
Oh, that's well played. John Embry is straying just for the first time. Les Taylor. Pantomime time out there, deep point. Oh, Gavaskar's running away again. John Embry not pleased.
Taylor reaches the ball but bends down, falls over the line, and as soon as he touches that ball with himself over the boundary rope, that is 4 runs.
Goes up 100 for the loss of 1 wicket, and that's a moment of considerable joy to the many Indian supporters here.
Run rates come down all the time. It's down to just 2.33 runs per over. And Les Taylor coming into AZHARUDDIN.
Again well bowled. Second time in 2 overs he's managed to get the ball to leave the batsman, and that's 50 for AZHARUDDIN. AZHARUDDIN's 50 has come off 93 balls, and he's hit 5 fours. Still no luck for Les Taylor.
No need for him to try and press on at this stage. But all credit to Les Taylor. His line and length absolutely perfect at the moment.
That's in the air and just over the outstretched fingers of Richard Ellison. Four runs.
Very confident shot from AZHARUDDIN. but perilously close to Ellison at mid-off. Goalkeeping dive, but it's gone past him, and 4 more runs. AZHARUDDIN moving on to 57.
Yes, that's a good shot. Stood up and played it handsomely on the offside. That's a good chase by Alan Lamb. But I'm afraid they all add up to the same thing. 4 runs to AZHARUDDIN. India really have played with a great deal of urgency right from the start, when they were fielding, and now again when they're running between the wickets. Super timing, well placed. Embry moves in a close fielder, Gatting helmeted, short square leg. And gets some turn. Too much for Gavaskar, too much for Downton. Leg byes. Just watch this turn. And maybe nudged on off the pad by Gavaskar, past Downton. So a couple more for the total.
So Graham Dilley back in the attack. It needs a miracle now for England to get back into this contest. So the captain's turn to his fastest bowler, Graham Dilley, to provide that miracle. But these batsmen are very well set.
And that's a half-century to Sunil Gavaskar. Gavaskar's 50 coming up off exactly 100 balls. And he's hit 5 fours. And very much appreciated. That's dropped. Even from that, 3 runs come for India. Gavaskar aiming to steer it to the gully, steered it to first slip.
Yes, it got a little bit too close to him to play the cut. Bounced a little.
Long chase for Les Taylor. And 1 for the throw, as they say, makes it 4 in all. 4 more runs to AZHARUDDIN. Preparing to face Derek Pringle. Pringle's bowled 6 overs so far. .150 partnership.
There could only be one result now. We move on to a point when India need just 2 more runs to win.
It's 161 for 1 now, and Gower is bringing all the field in. It's in the air, Fowler's after it, so are 163 Indians in that area. Fowler's decided against it. Now that's absolutely disgraceful. Umpire Alan Whitehead has been knocked down. Stumps have been torn from his grasp. He's all right, he's got up. Doesn't look as though he's injured, but that is an absolute disgrace.
Despite
Philippe Edmonds on board. India won up in the series then, and they won with more than 7 overs to spare. Well, Kapil afterwards received the cheque for the winning captain, £3,500, and Bob Willis declared that his man of the match was AZHARUDDIN. We can only hope from the England point of view that they managed to bat a lot better up at Old Trafford when the second of these Texaco matches is played on Monday. India first.